Well, good afternoon. Good Sunday afternoon, folks. Welcome to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG. That is me. Folks, as you can see on the screen, this afternoon I want to talk a little bit about a program where, unfortunately, the Trump administration fired the entire staff of the LIHEAP program, which is the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. They fired the staff at the federal level. However, Congress had already appropriated the funds for the year of 2025, which is supposed to trickle down to the states that receive those funds to help low income families and the elderly um, to pay towards their home energy bills in the spring, summer, and in the winter of the year. Now, like I said, Congress has already or had already appropriated the funds in the budget for the 2025 year for the LIHEAP program. The LIHEAP program is a federally funded program. However, unfortunately, due to the clown show in the Trump administration, they fired the LIHEAP staff. Again, the staff was terminated. But at this point in time, some states have actually come out in their local news and has said that they did receive some of the funds for the energy assistance program. So if you are in the state of Georgia, I know that towards the end of last month, the LIHEAP program did open up in the state of Georgia for the low income home energy assistance. And what you can do is to call, because Georgia has many counties. So what you can do is call your local county agency or 411, and someone should be able to tell you um, who to call that covers your county for the LIHEAP program. And I would behoove you to do this if you know you're going to need moving forward energy assistance to pay your summertime utility bills. Then please definitely call. Um, there is a 800 or 866 number that you see at the bottom of the screen. I will call this number out for those of you who cannot see this um, legibly. It is 1-866-674-6327. Not only for people who reside in the state of Georgia, but all across the nation. If you think that you need help and help may still be available, I am not saying for certain that in all states help is available. However, some of those funds are beginning to trickle in, and some of the states actually got all of their grant money for the LIHEAP program. Now, call that number. On that particular number that you call, the 1-866-674-6327, what it is a generalized number that will ask you to put in your zip code where you reside. And after that, um, then it will spider out and figure out where you're geographically located and try to better assist you with a local number in your area so that you can call and try to either get on the application list or the wait list for the program. Again, this is Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG. That is me. And I am going to continue to come on and try to give you tips on saving money any way that you can moving forward, um, because we are facing some tough economic times for everyone here in the United States of America. Now, if the funds are available wherever you are residing, not just in the state of Georgia, like I said, these funds are normally on a first come, first served basis for each agency. So what that means is the amount of people who apply to get the energy assistance um, may exceed the federal funded dollars that that particular agency has to give out. So it would better serve you if you are able to apply as soon as possible. You will need certain things to cover um, what they require of you. And most of the times, you will need to be, I shall say, at least a U.S. citizen or legally admitted immigrant. We all know that situation, but as long as you're a U.S. citizen or a legally admitted immigrant, and you have a total um, annual household income that needs to be at or below 60% of that state's median income or below that state's poverty level. You need to have full responsibility for paying the cost of the energy bills or the utility bills. And the funds, again, are available on a first come, first served basis for each agency um, who have received these federally funded dollars. Now, that's not to say that some states have received their funds. Some states may have only received a small amount of the funds that were promised to them. But I would suggest that you call and at least try to find out uh, or get more information if you can about how to go about applying or if the application process is open at this time, and do apply. Moving forward, a lot of these safety net programs will cease to exist. However, Congress did allocate the funds for 2025. And like I said before, some of the states are receiving those federally funded dollars. Some of the states, I know for a fact, did not receive all of their federal funded dollars, but did receive some. So it's only going to last for a small window, unfortunately. This is what we're working with, but it does still exist. The staff at the federal level was let go. However, what that staff actually did was to make certain that the funds that were allocated by Congress moved expeditiously down to the states, and that those states were handling those funds accordingly to what the actual program entailed or detailed, how to go about distributing the funds to the general public who needed those funds. Now, it is uncertain how the funds will be handled and whether or not all of the funds will eventually get down to the various states. You've been listening to Saving Money Unapologetically with your host, PG. That is me. Again, on the bottom of the screen is an 800 number that you can call, put in your zip code or tell them your zip code, and they will spider out to find out exactly your geographical location in a county or a parish if you're in the state of Louisiana, so that they can better assist you and give you the name of the agency that handles the LIHEAP program. It will also give you the agency's phone number. So make sure you have a pen or a pencil and a pad or something to write on to take down the information that this particular number will give you. 1-866-674-6327. You cannot apply for the LIHEAP program by calling the 1-866-674-6327. It is an information number. It will ask you for your zip code. You put in your zip code or tell it your zip code if you're calling on the weekend. What it does is the computer will find that zip code and the area that you're located in, turn around and give you the name of the agency that handles the LIHEAP program. It will also give you a number for that particular agency. You then, on a weekday, Monday through Friday, you will call the number that they gave you and try to speak to someone. You may be on hold for an extended period of time. People are going through financial crisis right now, and lines will be long, wait times will be longer than normal. But do not give up. At least try to stay in and participate and find out the information that you're seeking. Thank you for tuning in, guys and gals, boys and girls. You've been listening to Saving Money Unapologetically, and this is all about the LIHEAP program for this year of 2025, moving forward into the summer months and into the fall and winter months of this year. Whether or not the program will continue to exist, it is still up in the air. Thank you. Have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. Bye now.